Microsoft Word 210 Styles. What are styles? Styles are basically a collection of formatting information. There's basically two types. There's the normal type, which are paragraph styles, which can contain information about paragraphs and character formatting. And there's also another type called character styles, which basically just contain character formatting. Now, applying styles. Here we've got three paragraphs. It says this line, format this line using header 1 style. So if we just click within that line, you notice these are the styles up here, and it contains some standard styles here. So if we move along, we can see a preview of what they look like. So if I move to here and click, that applies a header 1 style to this paragraph. Click on the second paragraph, and to apply a heading 2 style, I just simply go over here, and that's a heading 2 style. Format this line using a header 3 style. If I click within that, there we are, we have a header 3 style. So as you've seen, styles are basically a very easy way of applying a collection of formatting information to a particular paragraph, or sometimes a particular character. And there's a certain number of styles applied by default within Word. You can of course modify these styles, you can delete styles, and you can create your own styles. Creating a paragraph style. If I click within this first item here, let's say I want to create a new type of header, a sort of standout header if you like. I can click within here. At the moment these are my standard styles that are supplied by default. If I want to create a new style, I can click here. So within the styles section here, I click here on what's called the dialog box, or sometimes called the dialog box launcher, or the more button. If I click on this, this basically shows this little side panel here, and there's three buttons at the bottom here. There's one called New Style, Style Inspector, and Manage Styles. So if we click on where it says New Style, this brings up the Create New Style from Formatting dialog box. So I can give the style a name, so I'll call it Standout. You can call it anything you want, but it's best to make them descriptive. We can select the type of style. In this case, I'll select the default, which is paragraph. If I click here, there are various other types. So for instance, you could have character or table or list styles, but I'll leave it as the default, which is paragraph. It's going to be based on the normal style. And if I want to apply this automatically, so that when new documents are created based on this template and you want the style to be active, it's important you click on this item here, which says new documents based on this template, which means the style will be available from this point on all new documents that you create if you use information based on this particular template. So there we are, we've given it a name, we've decided the type, which is paragraph type. We're going to make it available to all new documents based on this particular template. Now what we need to do is to specify some formatting information. So I'll specify a stencil font. It's called Standout, so we'll give it a 26 point size, which really will make it stand out. I can make it bold. I can click here and change the color. So for instance, I can make it bright red. And you get a preview here of what we've done so far. Because it's a paragraph style, we can include paragraph information. So for instance, I can say, let's center it, which is a paragraph type command. And there's various other things we can do. So for instance, we can click here and change the other set of paragraph settings. And you've got a list here of what we've done so far. If you want to, you can actually click on the format button here, and there's various other things. So for instance, let's say you wanted to have a border around this particular style. If you click on where it says border, you can say I'll have a box border, and we'll give it a fairly large weight of 3. Click on OK, and as you've seen, we've now included that information. If we click here, we can see what else is available. As you can see, we've got further font formatting options. You've got some here. If I click where it says font here, you've got even more options. So let's say you wanted it in, say, embossed or outlined. There's further options there. And as you see, and as always, the more you look, the more you see. So if you click on where it says paragraph here, there's more paragraph formatting options I could use. We've seen the border options here, and there's various other ones there if you need them. So we'll say, okay, we'll go with those. We'll click on OK, and there you are. The style's been created. As you can see up here, that style is now available. So if I wanted, for consistency, all of these items here to be formatted in the same way, instead of having to go through all those steps all over again, I just simply click on and apply the style. So click up here, apply the style. Click on here, apply the style. And that's one more there. Click and apply the style. So as you've seen, it's very, very easy to create styles of your own. So if you want to have a consistency within your documents, one of the best ways of doing this, as you've just seen here, is to create your own styles or modify existing styles. Save those that are available within this document and all new documents based on this template. And then in future, you can always use the style anytime you want. Creating a new character style. Here we've got a typical Word document. I'll double click on this word here. You'll notice it's based on the normal style, and it's also been modified. It's been formatted so it's displayed in bold. Now if I want to create a new character style, within the styles group here, I click on the more button, which is in the corner here at the bottom of the styles group. Click on that. Move that along so it's easier to see. I can click here on where it says new style. I first of all give it a name, so I'll call it top line. You can call it anything you want, but it's probably best to make it more descriptive. I've just typed in a name here. By default, it's normally based on a paragraph type style. I'll change that from paragraph to character. And when I do that, notice that the paragraph formatting options are no longer displayed. I can then decide what sort of font I'm going to use. I'll use, say, the stencil font here. I can change the size. I can make it bold or not bold, italic, underline. I can select different colors, so I'll select, say, this purple color here. And if I want to make it available on new documents based on this template, it's important that you click on this item here, as it says new documents based on this template. If you don't have that, then you won't see this style in new documents that you create based on this particular template. So it's important you select that if you want that to be available. If you click on the format option here, notice that the options relating to paragraphs are bordered out, are grayed out. But if I want more font formatting options, I could click here. So for instance, I could give it maybe a shadow. I can have it all in caps, or small caps. So basically you can change whatever you want. Basically you've got more formatting options there. You can click on the OK button, click on the OK button there, close that down, and it's now been applied. So if we click within there, you've now got this style up here. It's a character style and it's called top line. If I wanted to apply that someplace else, I could just simply select a little piece of text here, click on that, and there you are, it's been applied. Try it one more time. Let's say you just want the word menu there to stand out. Click on the top line style that you've just created, and there you go. Modifying a style. Here we've got a document. It contains a style that we created earlier called CCT. If I just type in my name, and if I click within the name there, you'll see here's the style up here. It's called CCT. If I click on that, there you are, it's been applied to the particular paragraph. Now if I want to modify this paragraph, it couldn't be easier. If I want to modify this style, it couldn't be easier. I just go up here, right click on it, and click on where it says modify. Notice there's various other options, but if I click on where it says modify, up comes the modify style dialog box, and basically I can change, for instance, the font size. I can make it italic, I can change the color. So basically I can make these changes as I want, click on OK, and there you go, the style has been modified. As you see, it's been modified up here. So if I just type in something else, just a line of text, if I click within that, I can then apply the modified CCT style. Enabling automatic style updating. Here we are, we've got a standard Word document and it contains a couple of styles I created earlier. If I move over here and click on the More button at the side of the Styles group down here, there's a style here called CCT. If I right click over that, I can modify this. Now as you can see, this is a paragraph style here. There's various things in here that we can set up, but the important bit is down here. It's do you want it to automatically update? By default that's switched off because this is a rather dangerous option. If I click OK, if I enable this and then click OK, then what that means is that in future, if I have this style within a document and then I go and modify that style, so make it bold, maybe or italic or underlined or something, then basically that style will be automatically updated every time I modify a piece of text containing this style. So used incorrectly, this can be horrendously dangerous because you end up with loads and loads and loads of different variants of a single style. So enable it at your peril, but if you want it enabled, that's how you do it. I'd click on OK. I'm not going to do it in this particular case because I don't really want to use this option, but if you do want to use it, that's how you do it. Deleting a style. We've got a document here, it contains these various styles up here. If I click on the More button here, you can see there's various other styles that are being created. So for instance, we've got a style called Junk here, which I was just playing around with. If I want to delete that style, I just simply right click on it, delete Junk. Are you really sure you want to do this? Yep. And now it's gone, it's now been deleted. So let's say, let's try it for another example. We've got one here called Standout. If I want to delete that, I right click on it, say delete standout. Are you really sure you want to do this? Yep, it's gone. Simple as that.